afternoon, it's your boy Trey Colbeck here for another episode of Harness News Update, September 26th edition. Changing up the formatting again a little bit with racing slowing down in some places and the schedule of racing kind of shifting. So today's Tuesday, September 26th. I'll be live on Tuesdays and Fridays now at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're live on our presenting sponsor, harnesslink.com. Harnesslink.com is the only harness racing website dedicated to covering news and events in the standardbred industry worldwide. Today's episode is also sponsored by HarnessBid. HarnessBid is the game changer for the standardbred and harness racing bloodstock industry. It provides buyers and sellers with an easy-to-use online platform that offers global reach, unparalleled transparency and convenience for its customers. With zero commission on any horse sold, buyers can purchase horses with the confidence that they're getting the best value for their money, while at the same time sellers can list their horses without worrying about hefty commission fees eating into their profits. For more information and to get started, visit harnessbid.com. We have a lot to go over on both sides of the border, but first we're going to look at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Had a big day on Saturday. First up, we'll look at the Mohawk Million for 2-year-old open trot. Let's see who wins this.
Third at the inside fourth, that's Allegiant. Spotted second over is Griff. Back to the inside to Show Me. Then we go to Tennessee Tom, who's third over, followed by TCI. He's back in the hunt. Emoji Hanover off stride again. Drawn Impression is last. So it's Tactical Strike. Security Protected on the outside, half a length away. 3/4 was hit in 126 and 1. What a stretch drive we've got coming up. Tactical Strike into the lane. Security Protected on the outside. Top Mass is trying to come up the rail. Off cover comes Griff. Tennessee Tom. TCI on the far outside is coming on. There's 6, 7 across. TCI digging in though is Tennessee Tom. TCI, Tennessee Tom, TCI. You gotta be kidding me. TCI wins the million. Second was Tennessee Tom. Allegiant was third. 154 and 3.
TCI gets the win in the Mohawk Million, 9th win in 10 career starts for the 2-year-old trotter. He finished second in his racing debut and then rattled off the 9 straight wins. He has over $1.2 million in career earnings. TCI is trained by Ron Burke. Mr. Burke is now over $20 million in 2023 training earnings. His career high was $28 million, which he did was in 2014. He, depending on the next few months could get very close to that. David Miller was in the bike with TCI. More action from Saturday night at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Look at the Metro Pace, just shy of $1 million, $97,000 up for grabs for the 2-year-old open pace. Let's see who wins it.
Captain's Quarters leads it by half a length. Legendary Hanover on the outside, trying to get up a little closer as they'll swing for home. 3/4 was 122 and 1, 27 seconds flat in the third split, and it is Captain's Quarters into the lane. Legendary Hanover on the outside will try and wear him down. Clever Cody is looking for some racing room. Captain Luke is back in fourth. Gem Quality outside fifth. It's Captain's Quarters. Legendary Hanover trying to find more. Clever Cody's got nowhere to go. Captain's Quarters. One final push from Legendary Hanover. Captain's Quarters wins the Metro Pace. Legendary Hanover was second. Clever Cody was third. Captain Luke fourth. 149 and 3.
Captain's Quarters by Captain Trentress gets the second win in 5 career starts. The 149 and 3 is now his personal best mile time. Herbert Holland trains, and Jody Jameson was in the bike. There was so much more action on Saturday night at Woodbine Mohawk Park. The Canadian Trotting Classic 3-year-old open trot, $66,000 up for grabs. Celebrity Bambino by Muscle Hill gets his 4th win of 2023, 9th lifetime. Back-to-back wins now for Celebrity Bambino after winning the eliminations last week. Let's see how he takes home the Canadian Trotting Classic.
Then it's Osceola stacked up. That's going to be Chapper Craze, followed by Gaines Hanover. Challenger at the rail, followed by Tuscan Prince. Here's 3/4, 124 flat, and Little Expensive has brought them this far. Up Your Dale on the outside. Now looks to overtake. Hasty Bit will look to split on through. Celebrity Bambino is off cover and charging, but Up Your Dale takes the lead. Celebrity Bambino, winner's bet. Chapper Craze on the far outside. Hasty Bit coming up the inside. It's Up Your Dale. Celebrity Bambino pushing his winner's bet. Hasty Bit at the rail. A great finish coming up. Celebrity Bambino, winner's bet. Celebrity Bambino, winner's bet was second. Hasty Bit third. Up Your Dale fourth. 151 and 4. Celebrity Bambino in the Trotting Classic.
We also had the She's a Great Lady, just over $500,000 was the purse for this one, $540,000 to be exact. 2-year-old filly pacers went to post. Let's see who wins.
Last, Caviar Bell leads it by a couple of lengths. My Girl EJ is just off the leader's helmet on the outside. It's a Love Thing continuing to work on up. On cover is Rocket Deo. Buried at the rail, there's Odds on Platinum. 3/4, 123-1. Caviar Bell comes into the lane. It's a Love Thing trying to track her down. My Girl EJ is pinned in. Now swinging out comes Odds on Platinum. Looking to rally Elodie Hanover far outside. That's watching you. Caviar Bell put down to the drive. Here's It's a Love Thing. Odds on Platinum coming on the outside. It's a Love Thing coming into deep stretch. It's a Love Thing wins the She's a Great Lady. Second was Odds on Platinum. Third, My Girl EJ. And Caviar Bell fourth. 150-3. It's a Love Thing.
It's a Love Thing by Bettor's Delight. It's her 6th win in 9 starts. She's now got 3 straight wins. The first of that streak, she put up a new lifetime mark of 150-2, followed it up with a 150-4, and they did a 150 3-mile time Saturday at Mohawk. She has never finished outside the top 3 in those 9 career starts. The Elegant Image final, $381,000 up for grabs for 3-year-old filly trotters. Let's see who wins this one.
Rose Run Yolanda leads it by a length. Bond on the outside, working up a bit closer. Righteous Resolve will be looking for racing room. On cover is Tactical Mounts. 3/4 time, 124 flat to the top of the stretch. Bond now overtakes Rose Run Yolanda. The inside opens up here for Righteous Resolve, who looks to shoot on through. Tactical Mounts on the outside, and Baroness Hill trying to come into the mix. It's Bond with the advantage. Righteous Resolve at the rail is coming in a little closer here now. Bond, Righteous Resolve, outside Tactical Mounts. Bond digging in. Righteous Resolve up the inside. They're coming down to the wire. Bond wins the Elegant Image. Righteous Resolve finished second. Third went to Tactical Mounts, and Baroness Hill was fourth. 151-3, a stakes record for Bond.
Bond, James Bond. No, just kidding. It's just Bond by Southwind Frank. It's her 6th win of the year, 13th lifetime. She's over $1.1 million in career earnings. She also set a new lifetime mark of 151-3, which was also the stakes record. Oka Swanstead trains and was in the bike for the win. That was everything of major significance Saturday at Woodbine Mohawk Park. If we rewind the clock and go Friday, they also held the Ontario Grassroots semifinals for 3-year-olds. First up, 3-year-old filly trotters, 2 semifinals. Let's see who wins the first one.
Drafting on the helmet in second. Racing third was Match Me If You Can, out and driving. Now third, now second, and coming after the leader, Sweet Determination. Determination up on the outside with a bold move after the leader and is to within a neck of that tempo setter as they roll by 3/4. Smashing Racket still the boss. 3 panels, 127-1. She's being asked for more here and we'll have to dig in. Some late challenges coming. Sweet Determination is still there. Out off color, Northern Demi, and searching for room on the inside. That's Northern Charlotte. They're in deep stretch. Smashing Rackets almost home. It's Smashing Rackets going to hold on and win it. Smashing Rackets by just over a length. Sweet Determination was second. It's tight for third and fourth. Win time 155 flat.
Smashing Rackets by Resolve gets her 6th win of 2023, 3 straight wins. Trotted the mile on Friday in 155, which is a full second slower than her lifetime mark of 154 flat, which she did last week also at Woodbine Mohawk Park. In the second semifinal, Pretty Special, another Resolved sired filly, gets her 2nd win of the year, 3rd lifetime. She has a lifetime mark of 153-3, which she does in this race. This is her first win since August the 21st. Let's see how Pretty Special does it.
Shiny New Penny. And Shiny New Penny takes the field over to 3/4. Has it a length and a half over Cardio Muscle. There goes Pretty Special now getting the green light, and she's advancing methodically in the outside. After 3/4 and 125-2, Pretty Special rumbles up on the outside and goes right on by. No answers at the inside for Shiny New Penny, who gives way. Now out and driving, last kick at the can. Late rally coming as well for Northern Magenta. She got out of gear, though, and jumped it off. They're in deep stretch, and Pretty Special is long gone. Pretty Special is a going-away winner here in the second semifinal. A clear second was last kick at the can. Closing late, maybe it's your choice for third. 153-3.
Now we'll move on to the 3-year-old filly Pacers in the Ontario Sire Grassroots semifinals. 2 eliminations as well. First one, let's see who wins.
And just 5 off the lead. Third over to find Blue Glamber. Shuffled on the inside, Powder Play. Second from last, Dangerous Curves. Trailer on the inside, Bala. 6 in, 4 out at head stretch. 3/4, 124 and 4. Lisa's Delight kicks for home on a lead of 1.5 lengths. Mystic Wild Rose continues to dig at the first over spot. Diving to the inside, Twin Delight in a tight spot, and here she comes. Twin Delight, hard used early, but scooting through in the pylons. Mystic Wild Rose is digging. Twin Delight, Mystic Wild Rose. Twin Delight inside. Got there. Twin Delight, post 10 winner here in 152 and 3.
Twin Delight by Better's Delight gets 6th win of the year, 10th lifetime, first win since August the 26th, which she won at Hanover in the second semifinal. Sweetest Belle, a sports writer product, went perfect 1-for-1 as a 2-year-old. Now she gets her 7th win of her sophomore year, 4 straight wins for her. 152 is her lifetime mark, which she achieved on September 8th at Woodbine Mohawk Park. On Friday night, she was clocked at 152 and 3. Let's see how she finishes this one out.
The front. Field rolling by 3/4. Glenborough on top, coming under some urging, though. 3 panels in 125 and 1, and she's got to pick it up. Sweetest Belle getting closer with every stride. Grandeur Sealster is trying to weave back through from third. They're in the stretch. Sweetest Belle has collared Glenborough. Glenborough trying to counter the inside, and these two going at it. Glenborough's found more. Sweetest Belle trying to reach. These two heads apart. Who's it going to be? Sweetest Belle pulls it out of the fire late. Gets up just in time to haul down a game. Glenborough in 152 and 3.
And that's the girls. Now we'll move on to the boys. 3-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters we'll look at first here in the grassroots semifinals. 2 semifinals as well. Let's see who wins the first one.
Half mile. New rules looking strong up front. Stretches the margin to 1.5 lengths. Second is Deadline Hall being asked for a bit more. Making good first over gains. There goes Kinder Think Twice now to within a length of the leader. And sliding out from fourth to follow that cover, it's going to be Derbyshire. 3/4 and 125 and 4. And they turn for the payoff. Derbyshire off stride. Squandered a nice second over trip there. New rules in the meantime. Grabs 1.5 lengths, almost 2. Trying to reel him in second is Deadline Hall. Leveling off third, Kinder Think Twice. The Great Reset has some late trot coming, but they're not catching. New rules. He will coast to the wire. New rules comes right back and wins impressively. It's dead tight for the place spot. New rules, 154.
New rules by looks like a Chippendale gets his 6th win of the year, 8th lifetime, back-to-back wins for him. Last time out, he put a new lifetime mark of 153 flat, trotted the mile on Friday evening in 154 flat. The other semifinal was won by another Resolve product. This one was Resolve to Win, gets his 7th win of the year. For 7th career win, 5th win of the year. First win since July 4th, has been close, though, since then. Back-to-back second-place finishes before getting the job done. In this one, let's see how he finally gets his back to the winner's circle.
Devil's Arch now back to second, uncovered but still gaining. That's Dewey, Dillon, and Y. That's towing Rough Tough Tested up into a perfect second over spot. Like Chaos bottled up at the inside 5th. Third over, but not that far away. PL Quinella gearing up from way back. Stonebridge Jasper, they're really bunching up now. 3/4, 125 and 3. Resolve to Win, trying to finish it off. He widens to 1.5 lengths, now 2. Here's Rough Tough Tested out and driving, taking his shot, and he's creeping closer. Resolve to Win, still there, but he needs the wire. Resolve to Win, Rough Tough Tested, running out of racetrack. Resolve to Win does just that. Resolve to Win wins it over Rough Tough Tested, 154 and 4.
And then on to the 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers. 2 semifinals for this one as well. Let's see who wins the first one.
Now hustled up on the outside. The Moment Arose is second. He's 3/4 of a length away. Trying to catch his cover out there in the second over spot as he's sure good. Field wheeling by 3/4. Win Me Back still the boss. The lead now a long neck. 3/4, 123 and 4. The Moment Arose continues the chase first over. Muffarajo is inside third. Off cover, but still some work to do for He Sure Good. Win Me Back now getting his cue, and now stepping away. Win Me Back now by a length and a half, 2. Make it 3, and widening. Win Me Back spanks this field in the 6th. He's owned by 3 or 4 at the end. Muffera Joe tried to hold second. Tianello, another long shot, was flying late. Win Me Back the winner in 151.
Win Me Back by Shadow Play gets 6th win of 2023, 10th of his career. He's won 3 straight and 6 of his last 7. He put up a new lifetime mark of 150 flat last time out, paced the mile in 151 on Friday. In the second semifinal, Palladium Hanover gets his 4th win of 2023. Went perfect 6 for 6 as his rookie campaign. And the 151 and 2 mile is a new lifetime mark. Let's see that last little bit of this race.
Right on by goes Palladium Hanover on the final turn. The half is in 55 seconds. Next stop will be 3/4. Palladium Hanover strikes the front and grabs 2 lengths. Ahi Sunshine trying to continue his advance. He's out to second. Sounds good. Hangs in 3rd. Out there on cover, 4th, and now rolling 3 wide. There goes Liberty Royal. Field turns for the payoff. Palladium Hanover the one to catch. Ahi Sunshine's trying to track him down in 2nd. Liberty Royal is on late for 3rd. Late pace coming from Troubles of Bruin. They're in deep stretch. Palladium Hanover starting to wander. Ahi Sunshine to the inside. Palladium Hanover, Ahi Sunshine, Palladium Hanover. Held on over Ahi Sunshine. It looked like maybe Liberty Royal 3rd. 151 and 2 for Palladium.
And that's everything from Wood by Mohawk Park over the weekend. Now we'll go west to Century Mile up in Edmonton, Alberta. They held a variety of stake races on Saturday. First up, we'll look at the ABSS Starlet for 2-year-old fillies. 2 splits for this one. Let's see who wins the first.
That one now goes to the outside and tries to go right on by. Lummy Dragon still in it. Another gap of 4 back to Dragon Dancer. Lick Lip Swing Hips. Eyes on Custard. Caught stealing home. It's bye-bye. Baby bye-bye. Half length lead over Severe Turbulence trying to dig in. 1/4 mile from home. Top of the lane. Down the stretch, 127 and 3. Bye-bye, baby, bye-bye. Takes the lead now on the outside. Lumbee Dragon into second. Severe Turbulence. Off the pylons for a run is Dragon Dancer. But it's all bye-bye, baby, bye-bye. Lumbee Dragon on the outside is trying to get her at the red. But bye-bye, baby, bye-bye is long gone. Says bye-bye to the field. Lumbee Dragon second. Severe Turbulence and Dragon Dancer, 157.
Tough name to say 5 times fast. Bye-bye, baby, bye-bye by Vertical Horizon. Gets her 2nd win in 4 starts. She's actually got back-to-back wins now. In the second split, Outlaw Guns and Roses by Captive Audience gets her 3rd win in 6 starts. Let's see how she does it.
Away on top, in front by a quick 4 lengths over I Am Outrageous 2. Foothills Magic now coming out of 3rd, takes over the 2nd spot. Long Gone Lover circling the field. Born a Spy, top of the lane. Down the stretch, 124 and 3, 28 and 2, 3/4 for Outlaw Guns and Roses. Stepping on the gas, Dave Kildee with that one in front by 8 lengths. Moving into 2nd, Born a Spy on the outside, and in between Delta Sunrise. Final 8 to pace, a no-doubter. Race number 2, Outlaw Guns and Roses doing it easily in front by 12 at the line. Outlaw Guns and Roses, Born a Spy, Delta Sunrise, Foothills Magic, 153 and 2.
Now we'll move over to the 2-year-old boys in the ABSS Rising Star. There was 2 splits for this one as well. Let's see who wins the first one.
First over on that heavy grind. Nevada Dragon back to 3rd. One more Rocky, 1/4 mile from home, top of the lane. Down the stretch, 130 and 1 for Gray Horizon. Still has 2 lengths on HF, winking at Shadows. Up the inside is Nevada Dragon. And on the outside, in the 3-path, coming on for 2nd, one more Rocky. Gray Horizon pulls away once again here. Few whip taps by Campbell, and Gray Horizon is gone. Gray Horizon pulling away with every stride, a double-digit winner. Gray Horizon. Going to be a blanket finish for 2nd. HF winking at Shadows, possibly over one more Rocky. And Nevada Dragon, 158 and 1.
Gray Horizon by Vertical Horizon gets his 4th win in 5 starts. He has 1 second-place finish in there as well. In the second split, Come On Santana by Santana Blue Chip gets his 3rd win in 5 starts. Has never finished worse than 3rd place. And actually, this is his 3rd straight win. Let's see how he does it.
Second over on the outside. Following that one, Zila Katzin. HF Lincoln and Jenna far back to the rest. Quarter mile from home. Top of the lane. Down the stretch, it's Come On Santana. Coming wide is Matus. And coming back up the rail is 1 hot minute. 1:28 and 4. 28 and 4. Third panel for Come On Santana. Still has the lead. Sharkasaurus on the outside. And in between Zila Katzin. Come On Santana. Still with the 3-length advantage. Sharkasaurus all out. Zila Katzin gonna get into the play spot. But it's all Come On Santana, Jamie Gray. Come On Santana to get it done. Zila Katzin, Sharkasaurus in 1:58.
Move on to the 3-year-olds. These are eliminations now. First, the ABSS Princess 3-year-old filly eliminations. There was 2 eliminations. Let's see who wins the first one.
Urging, quarter mile from home, top of the lane, down the stretch, 1:26 and 2, 28 and 4, third panel for Risk of Thunderstorm. On the inside now, Dear John, I'm Gone is following now, coming to the outside. Here comes flying from the back is Caviar and Crackers. Dear John, I'm Gone now takes the lead over Risk of Thunderstorm on the wide outside. Caviar and Crackers goes off stride once again. Risk of Thunderstorm digging in. Dear John, I'm Gone. Risk of Thunderstorm. Dear John, I'm Gone. My Little Chloe. And off stride, Caviar and Crackers fourth. 1:57 and 2, first elimination.
Risk of Thunderstorm by Captive Audience gets her second win in 14 starts, upsets at 10-1. But actually a bigger upset in the second elimination. You Promise by Mystician gets third win in 11 starts, 23-1 upset. Let's see how she does it.
Outlaw above and beyond, passing Miss Moonshine and Cora. GT Skylar, the one to catch with a quarter mile to go. Beat Pampalula all over the Gilda's helmet. Coming on now, You Promise first over. Quarter mile from home, top of the lane. Down the stretch, 1:25 and 1. And on top is GT Skylar all out. You Promise coming on the outside. And flying even wider out to Outlaw above and beyond. Waiting for room is Beat Pampalula and Resi's Gal. It's still GT Skylar with You Promise coming with every stride. GT Skyla, You Promised, down to the wire. GT Skyla, You Promised. Who's it going to be? You Promise. Look to get it on the outside over GT Skyla. Tight foot on Beat Pampalula third. And Outlaw above and beyond. 1:54 and 4.
Now on to the ABSS Plainsman 3-year-old Colton Gelding eliminations. There was 3 eliminations in the first one. Not a real big shock here. Virtual Horizon by Vertical Horizon remains a perfect 12 for 12 on the year. 15 career wins and 19 starts. Only has finished outside the top 3 in his career one time, and that was back in his 2-year-old campaign, obviously. Let's see how he keeps his perfect season going.
On the pylons, back to fifth, Ponder the longer. Gap at the cover, HF Pan Shadow. Why are you so serious? The trailer pass, 3/4. Top of the lane, down the stretch, 1:27 and 3, 28 and 3, third quarter. Virtual Horizon is still in front with Blue Star Mercury coming up. Looking for room, Opulent Dragon, Catfish Jack. It's Virtual Horizon still doing it on top. Final 8 to pace. Virtual Horizon looks to keep that unbeaten record here and will do so. Blue Star Mercury second. Virtual Horizon was the first elimination of the Plainsman. Blue Star Mercury, Opulent Dragon, Catfish Jack, 1:55 and 2.
On to the second elimination. Up Your Kilt gets his third win in 10 starts. Let's see how he does it.
5-star Dragon past the 5/16. Panda Beer still with the lead. Mr. Moose calms a Colin. Up Your Kilt. It's been these 3 throughout. Quarter mile to go. Top of the lane. Down the stretch. 1:25 and 2 for Panda Beer. Mr. Moose on the outside is a big presence now with Up Your Kilt waiting for room. Here comes the Dickens. The Dickens on the outside strikes the lead over Mr. Moose. Trying to dig in his Panda Beer. Up Your Kilt down for the drive. 5-star Dragon. The Dickens. Here comes Up Your Kilt with all the late pace. Up Your Kilt and Hennessy. The Dickens and Giesbrecht. Who's it going to be down to the line? Up Your Kilt. The Dickens. Mr. Moose. HF Devin James, 1:57 and 2.
And in the last elimination, Over the Horizon by Vertical Horizon gets 5th win of the year after going winless as a 2-year-old. Now has back-to-back wins. Let's see how the final elimination played out.
That's still on the outside. One Major Hottie is now taking up third, but Tin Can Timmy to the cap of 6 lengths. Back to Bartitian. Shots fired. And a Lumber Baron. Quarter to go. Top of the lane. Down the stretch on the outside. General Custer takes the lead. 1:27. 28-second third panel over the horizon. In deep water on the rail with One Major Hottie following cover. Tin Can Timmy back on the inside over the horizon. General Custard all out. And on the inside now, One Major Hottie over the horizon is taking the lead. So we knew what he had beneath him over the horizon. General Custard looked to be Tin Can Timmy and One Major Hottie, 155 and 2.
And that's everything from Alberta, as they'll continue their stake racing action next weekend as well. Go back to Manitoba, my home province here, just about a 20-minute drive of where I currently am. The Loop held the second annual, I believe, 4-year-old stake for 4-year-olds. Let's see who wins this one.
Herself and the rest of the pack, it is Irish Melvin and Sky's Little Spunk cruising into the backstretch together and leaving the rest of the pack in their dust. Irish Melvin still in front by about 2 lengths, followed by Sky's Little Spunk, pardon me, then JD Scooter and Go On Bobo. It's Irish Melvin still cruising. Sky's Little Spunk, though, starting to close the lead. This is going to be a race and a half, and why not? It's a 4-year-old stake race. There's a lot at stake here with a $10,000 purse on the line. Irish Melvin, Sky's Little Spunk, Go On Bobo, JD Scooter as we come around the final turn and head into the stretch. Irish Melvin is still holding on to the lead and holding off all comers, with Sky's Little Spunk starting to try and make a bit of a move. Coming into the final stretch, it is just one horse, and it is Irish Melvin bringing it home. The battle is going to be for second with Go On Bobo and then Sky's Little Spunk.
Irish Melvin by Mystery Chase gets his first win of the year, 5th lifetime. He, surprisingly enough, actually won last year's Manitoba Futurity Final, beating a horse by the name of Emmett's Buddy. And Emmett's Buddy, if, has been the fastest horse to come out of Manitoba, being the first sub-150 horse to ever come out of Manitoba, or Manitoba bred, I believe, and was just in the free-for-all pace at Woodbine Mohawk Park over the weekend. So Irish Melvin getting another stake win here this past weekend in Manitoba. That's everything I have from Canada. We're going to take a step back, but don't go anywhere, because when we come back, U.S. recap action over the weekend as well, sponsored by the USTA Harness News Update. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. And now it's time for the U.S. Recap action from over the weekend, sponsored by the USTA. First, we're going to look at action from Hoosier Park Friday night. Big night going down there. First up, they had the Kentucky Anna Stallion. First, we'll look at the 2-year-old filly pace. There's $200,000 up for grabs. Let's see who wins.
Next is All JK as they come to the top of the stretch. 3 quarters, 123 and 2, 28 and 2. The third quarter. Blue Pacific, Lions Legend, Let's Go End of an Era in behind horses. And then on the outside, here comes Camerican, who's trying to close in. To the inside is Direction staying on. Blue Pacific has the lead by 2. Lions Legend and Direction. It's Blue Pacific in front in deep stretch. Blue Pacific gives David Miller the hat trick tonight. Second was Lions Legend, then Direction and Camerican in 150 and 2.
Blue Pacific by Sweet Lou gets second win in 3 starts, finished third in that other start. In the Kentucky Anna Stallion for 2-year-old filly Trotters, $260,000 up for grab. Armelina by Chapter 7, 5th win in 7 starts, also puts up a new lifetime mark of 153 and 1. Let's see how she does it.
And Bon is the trailer. Ponda Title and Armelina are now 4 lengths in front of Dozen, who has taken third. Head of the stretch, headed for home. 3 quarters, 126. Ponda Title the leader. Armelina is second and now angles out from that position. Dozen and Skyway Page down to the inside. Sambuca Hanover. It's Ponda Title still there. Armelina on the outside. An eighth of a mile to come. Armelina now has taken over. Ponda Title back to second. Then Sambuca Hanover and Dozen. It's Armelina in front coming down to the finish. Armelina the winner. Ponda Title second. Then Dozen. And fourth was Bon, 153-1.
There's also the Caesars Trot Classic, $210,000 up for grabs. Let's see this final stretch drive.
Second, Take All Comers third. Then two further lengths, Kildare King. On the outside is Venerate with Flagman. Head of the stretch, headed for home. 3/4, 122-2. 28-second third quarter. Pretender the leader. It's Academic angles out. Take All Comers down to the inside. And then Kildare King trying to stay on at the inside. Pretender, it's Academic. Take All Comers rallying through at the inside. Also trying to come on late. On the inside is Flagman. It is now It's Academic with the lead. Take All Comers, Pretender. It's Academic winning the Caesars Trotting Classic.
It's Academic by Uncle Peter gets 8th win of the year, 30th lifetime for the 6-year-old trotter, now over $2.1 million in career earnings. The Hoosier Park Pacing Derby, $175,000 up for grabs as well, was on. Let's see who wins.
Billy Clyde and Rock Shining Star as they move around that second turn. Luz Perlman by the missile, gliding up on the outside now. Little Rocket Man third through 3/4 in 120. As they turn for home, it's By the Missile on the outside of Luz Perlman. Allywag Hanover shifting to the outside. Little Rocket Man to the inside. Ponda Warrior is trying to come through down on the pylons. It is a wide open final eighth of a mile as By the Missile is closing in. Ponda Warrior up the inside. Luz Perlman trying to pull off a huge upset. Ponda Warrior, and on the outside, Allywag Hanover. Allywag Hanover won it!
Allywag Hanover by Captain Trenches, 27th career win for the 6-year-old gelding, third win of 2023. He too is over $2.1 million in career earnings, first win since August the 19th. The Jenna's Beach Boy for 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers, $127,500 up for grabs. Why Not Now gets 6th win and also puts up a new lifetime mark of 148-2. Let's see how he does it.
Christchurch the leader. Why Not Now is second, and then A Cool Moment third. 3/4 up, 121. Christchurch is in front. Why Not Now is second, and trying to close in, Coach Stephanos. Buzzsaw Russ on the far outside. Down toward the inside is Frankie. Why Not Now takes the lead. Coach Stephanos dropping down to the inside of that. It's Why Not Now. Coach Stephanos trying to rally past to the inside. Why Not Now, and Coach Stephanos, Why Not Now, wins the Jenna's Beach Boy. Second was Coach Stephanos. It is a photo for third, 148-2.
In the Moneymaker, $152,000 up for 3-year-old trotting fillies. Let's see who wins this.
Turn Instagram model and Andrew McCarthy in front. Fashion Annie second, Yo Beth D third, Southwind Cherry is fourth. Heart on Fire is now trying to move up, and the trailer Flo Lachaume. 3/4, 125-1, 29-1 that third quarter. Instagram model is in front. Fashion Annie moves to the outside to try to get a clear shot at the leader. Also coming on is Southwind Cherry. Down on the inside, Yo Beth D. As going off stride is Fashion Annie. Fashion Annie off stride. Here comes Southwind Cherry. Southwind Cherry on the outside has taken the lead for Trace Tetrick. Southwind Cherry wins the Moneymaker. Instagram model was second. It's a photo for third. Yo Beth D and Heart on Fire, 153-3.
Southwind Cherry by Muscle Hill gets her 5th win, coming at 12-1. She has back-to-back wins now in the elevation for 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers, $110,000 up for grabs. Newsroom remains perfect, 6 for 6. He put up a new lifetime mark of 149-4 last time he was racing at the Meadowlands, but then followed that up with a 151-4 here at Hoosier Park. Let's see how Newsroom wins the elevation.
And Warrior for Truth. Coming to the top of the stretch, Newsroom in front, 2 lengths. Martz Telly, Noblesville moves to the outside to try and advance. 3/4, 125. Newsroom is the leader. Noblesville on the outside. Martz Telly to the inside. Louis Vuitton trying to come on wide. To the inside, Premier Romeo needs some racing room. Newsroom is in deep water here. Martz Telly surging on the inside. Noblesville on the outside. Martz Telly, Newsroom, Noblesville coming down to the finish. Premier Romeo up the inside. Newsroom digs down and does win it!
2-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters had their turn in the Madison County for $100,000. Let's see who wins.
The outside. A length and a half back to El Helpsky. Caballo 6 to the inside there. Uncle Archie and Helps pay the bills as they now come to the top of the stretch. 3/4, 126-4. Into the stretch, and Gruesome Twosome has the lead. Topmost to the inside is second. Then Mel Gibbswan and Meadowbrook Master. Far outside is Uncle Archie trying to move up. It's Gruesome Twosome still there inside the final eighth of a mile. Gruesome Twosome by 2 lengths. Topmost is second. El Helpsky coming on late, but Gruesome Twosome has won it. Topmost is second, then El Helpsky and Meadowbrook Master in 154-2.
Gruesome Twosome by You Know You Do gets her 5th win of the year, 3rd straight win. Only has finished outside the top 3 once in her career, and it was back in her debut. Now 5 wins and 1 second place since. On to the Phil Langley Memorial, $100,000 up for 3-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters. Help First Edition wins by Help is on the way, gets his 6th win in 16 lifetime starts. He'll put up a new lifetime mark of 151-3. Let's check out how Help First Edition does it.
Now on the outside is Crown. And after that, the pair of Brookview Darius and Wild Bill Kelso. 3/4, 123-4, 28-4 the third quarter for Ponda Jet. Help First Edition on the outside tries to move up. Tech Song Soprano third at the inside. Point of Perfect next. Then Crown and Wild Bill Kelso. It's Ponda Jet. Help First Edition driving on the outside. Point of Perfect trying to rally up the inside. It is Help First Edition and Ponda Jet. And to the inside, Point of Perfect. The 3 of them come to the finish together, and Help First Edition prevails. It's a photo for second with Point of Perfect and Ponda Jet. Then Devilish Hill in 151-3.
And that's everything I have from Hoosier Park. Tioga Downs on Friday had the Reynolds, a bunch of divisions of the Reynolds Stakes. First was the 2-year-old Philly Pacers, 2 divisions. Let's see who wins the first one.
Still clinging to that second position at 3/4 and 125-1 up on the outside. Bill Brielle and Braxton Boyd, they're up to second now. It's still Pressure Cooker leading at 3 parts of a length. Now Costa Diva retakes that second position. So it's Belbrielle backing out of it just a bit, about to be passed on the inside by Narita's Wish. As they straighten away for the wire, it's still Pressure Cooker, but now here comes Costa Diva trying to pull the major upset. Pressure Cooker, Costa Diva, one of these two. Pressure Cooker holds on. Costa Diva was second, Narita's Wish third, 153-2.
Pressure Cooker by Heston Blue Chip gets 3rd win in 7 career starts. Back-to-back wins now for the young filly. In the next division, Blue Point by Huntsville gets 2nd win in 8 starts. 6 top 3 finishes for this filly. 153-4 is now a new lifetime mark for her. Let's see the final little bit of the race here.
And up top, still leading at half a length, is Shine On Susan. Bearing down now is Blue Point. City of Stars is still in behind with a chance. Moving closer now is A Desperate Dream as the field turns for home. Digging in is Shine On Susan. On the outside is Blue Point. Diving inside is City of Stars. Blue Point finds another gear, and Blue Point's going on to win it here over City of Stars. Shine On Susan was third, 153-4.
Now on to the 2-year-old filly Trotters. 2 splits. Let's see who wins the first one.
26-3. Taking the lead right back was Diamante Hanover. Taking a bad step is Grab the Chance off stride. Inside next comes Up All Night Hanover, who's up to second now as the field turns for home. Diamante Hanover is there. Here comes Up All Night Hanover, and Up All Night Hanover blows right on by at a big number. Up All Night Hanover drawing off to win it. Diamante Hanover was second. HL Soho up for third, 157 flat.
Up All Night Hanover by Bar Hopping gets 2nd win in 5 starts. A 157 flat is a new lifetime mark. Got it down a full second from her previous best. In the second split, Volcano by Wallner gets her 2nd win. 5th top 2 finish in 7 starts. First win, though, since July 21st. Let's see how she does it.
Field hits 3/4 and 126-2, and they round the final term. Southwind Banshee about to have some company. Wall Can Go. Wall Can Go is moving up and now is battling out with Southwind Banshee. In behind horses, Carolina Solving and Jason Bartlett set to tip off cover for the stretch drive. Taking over is Wall Can Go. Wall Can Go leads at a length. Grandstand side. Here comes Takini Hanover, who was last, trying to make it interesting on the wire. Here it is. Wall Can Go, the winner. Takini Hanover second. Southwind Banshee third. 157-1.
Now on to the boys, 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers. They also had 2 splits as well. Let's see who wins the first one.
The final turn. It's Magnifico Hanover still there. Waterloo still second. They've been 1-2 throughout in here. Moving it 3 wide around the turn is Ameritrick and Jordan Stratton as the field turns for home. And Magnifico Hanover suddenly has a 2-lane lead. Waterloo is all out to keep up. Captain Skippy is now moving forward, but Magnifico Hanover put him away in the stretch. Captain Skippy was second, Waterloo third, 152-3.
Magnifico Hanover by Captain Trenches gets his second win in 3 starts. Has a second place finish in there as well. The 152-3 is a new good enough for a new lifetime mark. In the second split, Maxim Hanover, another Captain Trenches, gets his first career win, posts a 153 flat mile time. Let's see how he does it.
De La Hoya Hanover, gap of 2 lengths. Back to Who Said I Can't. Next comes Rendezvous Bay. Divine Cosmo, and the trailer now is Manilow, 3/4, 123-4. They round the final turn, and Maxim Hanover has taken over. Poppet is back to second. Captain Marvel's off the pylons and on the march. De La Hoya Hanover's also moving forward. They're coming home now, and up top, that's Maxim Hanover. Captain Marvel's flattening out. Grandstand side is De La Hoya Hanover. Divine Cosmos flying for Brett Beckwith, but this one's over. It's Maxim Hanover, the winner. Tight for second between Divine Cosmo and Captain Marvel, 153 flat.
And last thing here at Tioga we'll look at is the 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters in the Reynolds. There's 2 splits for this one as well. Let's see who wins the first one.
3 parts of length over Southwind Metric. Back inside in third is Super Duper Cooper. Here comes Usain Hanover, who was last but is showing some late trot here as the field turns for home. Executive Game is still there. It's Executive Game bearing down. Here comes Southwind Metric and Okas finds that inside. Super Duper Cooper, 2-prong attack here. Executive Game or Super Duper Cooper. Executive Game holds on. Super Duper Cooper was second. Southwind Metric was third, 155-4.
Executive Game by Bar Hopping gets 7th win in 8 starts. A 155-4 is a new lifetime mark. Only blemish on his racing career is a 5th place finish in his racing debut. Has been perfect since and keeps getting better with that overall mile time. In the second split, Hawkins Hanover by Wallner gets 3rd win in 8 starts, just shy of $100,000 in career earnings. Let's see how Hawkins Hanover gets the win.
25-4. Up on the outside now, Sir Pinocchio and Jason Bartlett have the lead. Hankins Hanover, Wally Hennessy trying to re-engage inside. French Kronos is clearly third. As the field turns for home, it's Sir Pinocchio who's trying to draw off here. Sir Pinocchio leads it. Hankins Hanover has no quit in him now, and off stride is Sir Pinocchio, so Hankins Hanover is going to go on to win it. Sir Pinocchio second, French Kronos third, 156.
Now we'll take a look at the Massachusetts Sire Stakes. Went down at Plain Ridge yesterday. 3-year-old filly Pacers had 2 splits. Let's see who wins the first one.
From third, 3/4 here in 126 flat. They ran the final turn. Dame strides out to a 3-length lead. Caitlin's Angel racing in second up on the outside, 3 wide. From the back of the pack, here comes Dance for the Money. They're at the top of the stretch and turn for home. It's all Dame now, shown the way by 5. Caitlin's Angel is second. On the grandstand side, Dance for the Money, deep stretch. It will be Dame in front and going away. Time for the mile, 153-1.
Dame by Dudes the Man gets her 3rd win of the year, 7th lifetime. Now has won 3 straight. The mile time was 153-1. In the second split, Azaria by Lazarus gets her 4th win. Now has back-to-back wins. She paced the mile in 153-2. Let's see how she does it.
And still trailing the field, it's La Mambasita. 3/4 up in 123-4. They're on the final turn. My Sweet Kate shows the way. 3 parts of a length moving up on the outside. Here comes Seafood Beauty. Up on the outside, 3 wide. Azariah racing third. They're at the top of the stretch and turn for home. My Sweet Kate Dunno on the inside has that lead from between horses. Seafood Beauty on the grandstand side. Here comes Azariah. Azariah on the outside. At the wire, they are heads apart. Time for the mile, 153-2.
Now onto the 3-year-old filly Trotters for Massachusetts Sire Stakes. 2 splits as well. Let's see who wins the first one.
Blah, 3/4 up in 126-4. They're on the final turn. Way off Broadway, looking strong here. Kicks away and leads by 2. $1 Million Wall trying to close the gap on the outside. Boxed in towards the inside, Lawrence Hoopla racing third. They're homeward bound, and it's way off Broadway, showing the way. Lawrence Hoopla towards the inside. $1 Million Wall up on the outside, far outside. Poppy Wow, but in deep stretch, way off Broadway, way off Broadway. In front. Time for the mile, 1:55.3.
Way Off Broadway by EL Titan gets her fourth win, now has back-to-back wins after having a rough start and having to be placed the time before that. Now in the next split, the Wise One by Muscle Hill gets her sixth win of the year, seventh career win. First win since August 19th. Let's see how the Wise One does it.
Outside, here comes the Wise One, a challenge for the lead. 3/4 on the board here in 1:28.4. They're on the final turn, the Wise One on the outside, coming on to get the lead. Penguin Money tries to battle back towards the inside, racing in second up on the outside. Joan of Arc has moved into third. They're at the top of the stretch and turn for home. The Wise One kicks away and leads by 2. Pembroke Money is second. On the outside, late trot from Joan of Arc, but in deep stretch, it will be the Wise One in front. Pembroke Money was second, Joan of Arc third. Time for the mile, 1:57.1.
There's only one split for the 3-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters in Massachusetts. It was won by Wallop, a Walner product, gets his sixth win in 9 starts this year. Has finished in the top 3 every start, but actually is weirdly enough never finished second, so it's only been wins or thirds. Let's see how Wallop gets the job done yesterday.
Is fourth. And on the field, a sluggish Lindy's Interloper as they round the far turn. Off stride goes Bravado. Bravado has gone off stride 3/4 in 1:29.3. They're on the final turn. Wallop looking to go the distance. Yo Lucky Money right there in second towards the inside. Pop-Pop's Tommy racing in third. They're at the top of the stretch and turn for home. And Wallop kicks away and leads by 2. Yo Lucky Money towards the inside, up on the outside. Pop-Pop's Tommy, but coming down to the wire. Wallop straight and strong. It will be Wallop coast to coast. Time for the mile, 1:58.2.
And last ones we'll look at here in Massachusetts are the 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers. Let's see who wins the first one.
They're from the get-go. So rock and roll in hot pursuit. Right there in second up on the outside. Here comes Seafood to go, underway from third. 3/4 here in 1:26.2. They're on the final turn. It's Rooster Bennett, and he's got the lead. So rock and roll is second. Seafood to go, trying to close the gap on the outside third. They're homeward bound. Rooster Bennett down on the inside, shaking loose on the outside. Here comes So Rock and Roll. So Rock and Roll on the grandstand side. Game on the inside. Rooster Bennett at the wire. Rooster Bennett holds on. Time for the mile, 1:54 flat.
Rooster Bennett by So Surreal gets his 9th career win, 4th of 2023, first win since August the 24th. In the second split, Colt Bennett, a rock and roll world sired Colt, gets his 5th win, back-to-back wins now for him. He has won 3 of his last 4. Let's see how Colt Bennett does it.
2-length lead, Your Brother now second. Up on the outside, Colt Bennett has moved into third, racing in fourth, Goodwill Lindy. Now true on the field, it's Luke Magook as they round the far turn. Ben Solo leads it, 3/4 on the board here in 1:27.1. They're on the final turn. Ben Solo in command, racing in second, Your Brother. Up on the outside, Colt Bennett racing in third, racing in fourth, Goodwill Lindy. They're at the top of the stretch and turn for home. Ben Solo set down for the stretch drive. Colt Bennett on the outside, towards the inside, Your Brother through the stretch. Colt Bennett gobbling up ground. Here comes Colt Bennett from between horses. Your Brother and Colt Bennett. Colt Bennett coming on.
And the last track we'll look at was Freehold. They held a couple stake races over the last few days. First Friday at Freehold had the New Jersey Sire Stakes for 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters. 2 divisions. Let's see who wins the first one.
From the pocket, Wall Street Edge still in third, 1:29.3. The 3/4 time moving around the final turn. Mr. Grant now as a challenge. Off stride went Wall Street Edge from third. Poof of Record pouncing here for Brennan coming to the top of the stretch. The betting principals battling here with Mr. Grant to the inside. Poof of Record to the outside trying to get by. Mr. Grant holding a half-length sway over Poof of Record to the finish. Mr. Grant holds on from Poof of Record. A bully in third. Dryden Hanover fourth. 158-1.
Mr. Grant by Tactical Landing gets the win. 4th win in 2023. Has finished in the top 3 6 times in 7 starts. He's actually won 3 of his last 4. In the second split, Capicola by Tactical Landing gets the win. 2nd win in 4 starts. Has never finished worse than 2nd. His lifetime mark of 159, but he only does 159-2 on Friday. Let's see how he does it.
Cola on a strong lead, 130-3 for the 3 to the final turn. Capicola, it's Dan Dubé's world so far. Well clear of Pac-Mia, 6 sticks third, like it used to be 4th. Top of the stretch here, Capicola spinning for home. Absolute domination here for Danny Dubé. Widening here as Capicola accelerates under a hand drive to the line, at least 8 lengths clear of 6 sticks. Pac-Mia and like it used to be, but that's 3 for Dubé and 159-3.
2-year-old Philly Trotters had 3 divisions Friday afternoon at Freehold. Let's see who wins the first one.
4th into 3rd, now within 2 lengths of the lead as Fancy Nancy Lopez's lead appears to be crumbling. 130-2 the 3/4 time to the final turn. Now Fancy Nancy Lopez re-engages to the inside with the challenge of Caviar Irish Luck. H.L. Omaya off stride to the top of the stretch. This race now down to 2. Fancy Nancy Lopez back in front by a length. Caviar Irish Luck left in 2nd. Tactical Lori to the inside 3rd, coming down to the finish. Fancy Nancy Lopez high line to the finish. Fancy Nancy Lopez strong, winning here over a tight photo between Tactical Lori and Caviar Irish Luck in 159-4.
Fancy Nancy Lopez by Muscle Hill breaks her maiden in 159-4. Best finish before Friday was a pair of 3rd place finishes. On to the second split. Eloise, another Tactical Landing, gets 2nd win in 5 starts, back-to-back wins. She put a new lifetime mark of 156. Her previous start followed that up with a 158-3 on Friday at Freehold Raceway. Let's see how she does it.
By about 2 lengths in 129-3, 29-3 3/4 to the final turn. Roots trying to tighten. Twilight Deo getting closer from 3rd, and Power Hour back and forth to the top of the stretch. Eloise now stretching the lead once more, in front by 3 as Roots loses ground. Outside comes Twilight Deo, but through the lane here at 2 to 5, Eloise coming home. Eloise winning by a wide margin here of about 5 lengths over Twilight Deo, who grabs 2nd. Roots to the inside 3rd, and Power Hour 4th in 158-3.
And the last split for the 2-year-old Philly Trotters was won by Meet Me at the Bar, a 6-pack sired filly. Upsets and breaks her maiden, took 8 starts to do it, gets the job done in 159-2. Let's see it here.
Deo holding the lead in 130-2, 29-3 to the final turn. Blazing Deo over Hill Jorda is now Dubé tries with Meet Me at the Bar to the outside, up into 2nd to the top of the stretch. Lead dwindling here for Blazing Deo, down to just about a length. Meet Me at the Bar looking to call on the outside, and Meet Me at the Bar takes the lead from Blazing Deo into the 16th pole. Meet Me at the Bar throws down the gauntlet and draws away here to a 2.5 length win over Blazing Deo. Hill Jorda, Cold Snaps, and Wibbs Warrior 11-1 stunner in 159-2.
Saturday at Freehold had the New Jersey Homegrown Series for 3-year-old Colt Gelding Pacers. 2 splits. Let's see who wins the first one.
For the moment, 2nd, and now Jason Bartlett activates Golden Greatness, and here he comes. Golden Greatness charging up to challenge this leader by 3/4 in 127 flat. 2.5 lengths back forth to That Dog Will Hunt. Then it's Sweet Ideal and Handled Like a Porsche. Around the far turn, it is Hound on the beach with the lead by a head. Golden Greatness trying to get by 2nd. He's all out. Waiting in behind horses 3rd is Stay Grounded, top of the stretch. Hound on the beach leads it. On the outside, Golden Greatness still trying to get by. Up the inside, Stay Grounded is surging. Hound on the beach is full out. Here's Stay Grounded, and Hound on the beach down to the wire. It's going to be Hound on the beach to win it. Then Stay Grounded, Golden Greatness, and That Dog Will Hunt in 154-3, a strong 27-3 final quarter in these wet, sloppy conditions.
Hound on the Beach by Huntsville gets 3rd win of 2023, 6th lifetime. Put up a new lifetime mark of 153 flat last time out. On Saturday did 154-3 at Freehold this time around. In the second split, Taste of Honey by another Huntsville gets 3rd win of the year, 6th lifetime, 1st win since July 4th. Let's see how Taste of Honey does it on Saturday.
Is Ludable. Shuffled back to 5th is Train Station, and about 2.5 to Country Squire. They head toward 3/4, and it's Captain Batboy and Taste of Honey. The two favorites do battle by 3/4 in 1:26 and 3. A length and 3/4 back in 3rd, Peppermint Man, followed in 4th on the outside by Ludable. They're on their way home, and it's Taste of Honey and Captain Batboy. These two still duking it out. Peppermint Man waits in behind in 3rd. Taste of Honey has a short lead now. Captain Batboy on the inside 2nd. Then Peppermint Man is 3rd, but it's Taste of Honey pulling clear. Taste of Honey will win it by about a length. Then Captain Batboy 2nd, Peppermint Man was 3rd, and then 4th was Train Station, 154-1.
And the last race we'll look at today is the Renaissance 2-year-old Colt Trot at Freehold on Saturday. $45,000 up for grabs. Let's see who wins.
It's still Caveat Justice holding on to a 1-length lead, but Wish You Well is coming on, and he means business. Wish You Well up to the throat latch of Caveat Justice, and he moves by him without any trouble at all. It's Wish You Well now in front by a length, by 3/4 in 1:26 and 4. Wish You Well has the lead by a half length, but now Caveat Justice fights right back at him. Caveat Justice up with a half length back in front and counters Wish You Well's big move. It's 3 lengths back to Overtrot, Hannibal, and Rochester Flash, top of the stretch. Caveat Justice and Wish You Well, these two battle it out. Caveat Justice inside, Wish You Well outside. Wish You Well gets the upper hand, now leads by a half length. Caveat Justice gives him all he can give, but Wish You Well is too much. Wish You Well wins the Renaissance by a length. Then Caveat Justice and Overcharge Hanover in 155 and 4.
And that's everything I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, all the wonderful things you can do on social media. We are live on our presenting sponsor, Harness Link. Like always, make sure to check out Harness Link for worldwide news on the standardbred industry. Today's episode was also sponsored by HarnessBid. Make sure you check them out at harnessbid.com because it's the game changer for the standardbred and harness racing bloodstock industry. It provides buyers and sellers easy-to-use online platform, global reach, unparalleled transparency, and convenience for you, the customer. Zero commission, so better check it out. Thank you to the USTA for sponsoring our US section. And I'll be back Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time on behalf of everyone at Harness Link, Ace Behind the Scenes. I'm Trey Colbeck. See you Friday. Bye-bye.